Good evening, folks. Tonight we're going to cover the bolt for the Mosin. I already did it a little bit, but we're going to do it more in depth tonight. First off, we want to disassemble the bolt. Some people can decock them with their hands like I can. Some people find it hard, use the tool. That's what it's there for. The first part we're going to look at is the bolt head. Now, a lot of people say that this is not a good design because the locking lugs are separate. There's no gas venting. You name it, they probably cover it. I happen to think it's a somewhat superior design in a lot of respects. First off, it's simple. Head space is mismatched. You can always try swapping in a new bolt before going to extreme measures, which, to be honest, you're not going to do with a Mosin. It's a $120 rifle. Now, the other thing I really like about this is, it's how it locks up the bolt lugs. Every modern bolt action has bolt lugs, with the exception of a few rimfires. But these lugs here lock into camming surfaces inside the receiver. Now, a lot of rifles, you'll have more lockup with one of these than the other, or you'll have no lockup with one and a lot of lockup with the other. It just varies. Now, the Mosin, the way this bolt head is, the way it's fitted, it's a little loose, so when it locks, it can move just a little bit. That gives a little bit better lockup. The other thing I like about it is its push feed. It fully encircles the rim. There's one downside to that, and that is the extractor. If you ever look at a Mauser extractor, now it's massive compared to this thing, but it works. It supports the rear of the case. The front of the case is supported in the chamber, and theoretically, at least, it allows for superior accuracy, superior precision on target. Now, a lot of people don't know what to lube this up with. Oil works. It does. A lot of people like to use grease. The grease I like to use, I'm a camper, and I got to thinking, if this stuff works on round bowls for trailer hitches, then it really should work on pretty much any rotating surface. Now, it does appear to be white lithium grease. I'm not sure about that, but I keep it separate from the petroleum products simply because they break each other down. You end up with a mess. But I just apply a little bit there and a little bit there. That's all you need. Smooths things up considerably. Now, moving on. Excuse me. If you polish through here with, say, 600, 800, 1000 grit sandpaper, wet, dry, that will smooth the bolt up, as will polishing through here all the contact surfaces. As you can see, I haven't tried taking the machining marks out. They're too deep, but you just You polish it up, you make it smooth. Don't get the Dremel out for that unless you're really good with the Dremel and you use very fine polish. Now, I want to cover the camming surfaces again. Because that is just a very important aspect. Now, I'm using a higher resolution camera right now, so hopefully you can see better, and I'll probably still post pictures up on my website, smithsites.com, but hopefully you'll be able to see this much better. Now, here, if you look at a Mauser bolt, these things were not rushed. You have a spike here on here and a dip here. Now mine was, it really spiked. It really did. So when they came together, they would hit right there and they wouldn't slip. So I just took a little bit of emery cloth and rounded it out just a little bit. Took a look at the pre-war rifles, and they are to a 1, rounded off a little bit. And as you can see, you keep the retention there. It's no big deal. You do that at your own risk, of course, and just go slow. Try it. Slow. Try it. Gunsmithing is not fast. Now, if you look at your rifle and see how this is a third lug. This contacts your receiver. It's a failsafe. If for some reason the lugs here give out, the third lug should keep it from blowing open. It's a very solid design. Now, people talk about the gas venting. I've had primers blow in my face. It's just the nature of the beast. And well, nature of reloading and nature of surplus ammo too. The gas will vent here, 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 and here. You get a warm puff back in your face. You want to be wearing safety glasses as always, but the gas handling is not bad, especially for that period of rifle. Now, I had some requests to go into polishing detail just a little bit more on the camming surfaces themselves. So, see if I can't remove that enough for you to see. If you can see, here it's been polished. It's smooth. I can feel a few machining marks with my thumbnail, but not a whole lot. Same with right here. I can feel them. You can probably hear them, but they're just, they don't matter all that much. If you take a little bit of anti-seize is just a little abrasive. Now, you don't want to use this Q-tip again that has lithium on it. Just take a little bit, that much, of regular old anti-seize. You can use copper anti-seize if you want. See, even that's a little too much. That's about right. I'm going to wipe this one off here. Now, it helps the two surfaces wear into each other. You also want to polish right here while I'm at it, the sear engagement surface. That helps a lot on the trigger pull. Let's see, what else can I do here? There's so much you can do with these bolts. Is that cosmoline right there? Huh. Little Bennessies never hurt anything. Put some right there too. Because if you'll notice, there is another camming surface right here. And it often goes neglected. See, not even enough to really see it. Now, that's good. This spring is a slightly reduced power spring from CNR surplus springs. I really like it. He's a great guy to deal with. They're quality springs. I can't say any more. Now, this firing pin is slightly bent. It was bent when I got it. But it's not from dry firing or anything. That so-called decocker method, you really don't need to use it. Just close the bolt, pull the trigger. That's what it was made for. This thing's made to stand up to peasants they're used to pounding on things, farm equipment, with mallets. They're going to treat their guns pretty much the same way. And because this is a little bit bent, it's kind of difficult to get back in there. Bear with me. There we go. Just screw that on just enough. Now, here's the multi-tool. In the previous video you saw me using this piece right here. This is the other piece you can use. See if I drop this one as well. You can watch the screw go in, and I know from experience how mine goes together. You always want to measure. However, and I'll do that here, mine goes tight, then I back it off half a turn or so. And that should fit perfectly. Now again, if you have trouble moving this, just like that. You see the firing pin protruding? Optimally, it should be around 7.5. Of course, you gotta decock it in order to test it. Mine is riding right about 7.5, maybe a little bit more. Not 9.5, so we're good. Inspect everything. And again, what I was talking about the gas venting. It will come out here and blow out the side, it'll come out here. Any place there's a seam, it'll come out. Or not a seam, a crack. It'll come out. It'll come out the side there. It'll come out the side here. It'll go up. It'll go out here. It'll go out, especially see if I can't figure out how to show you this. Now, it'll especially vent through this hole here. If you get curious, want to smoke your barrel, all you do is you make sure it's unloaded, put this in, put a tube on the barrel, and pump smoke through it. You'll see where the gases come out. And again, I know this from experience, primer popping on me. Luckily no case head separation yet, and God willing, I won't have one. Now, there's another thing I'd like to cover real quick. Some people are having their sights fall out. Not mine, and it's not the sight's fault. It's the fault of World War II barrels. When they were mass producing them, they got the tolerances a little loose. So all you do to fix that is you raise the metal a little bit. Of course, you'll want yours in a vise. I'm just doing this for illustration. There's one there. One there. And one there. Just use a punch. So greasy, I'm not sure that you can really even see it. This is hard metal, so you'll really have to slam it. But right here, you'll raise metal. And on the bottom of the sight, you'll raise metal. Or you can do it like I do and just put shims in there. There's no reason not to use shims. If you want to dress it up, use brass shims. Now, if you really want to take a risk, I mean, you do risk breaking the sight base like this, but you can take a pliers or preferably a channel locks. Just squeeze it. You see how it's moving? It's really just not that hard. Just if you can think through the Mosin design, it'll pretty much take whatever you can dish out. It's not complicated. Don't let the design scare you off. It has the potential to be at least as good as a Mauser. A lot of people don't like to hear me say that, but it's really the truth. Especially the fins. If you look at what all the fins did, they epitomize in the M39 what can be done with a Mosin. And I'll tell you, my 9130, it's stamped 1939, Tang is stamped 38. It comes close. It has a two-stage trigger now, fin style trigger. It has one CNR surpluses, slack springs in there to tighten things up. It just gives it a more quality feel. And even if you have the sear spring resting against a pin like I do, and no, I don't have it. I don't have the pin holding the sear spring back at all. It's just very lightly contacting, so there's no slack there. But the slack spring, it gives a whole different feel to the whole setup. Even if you don't have slack, I'm just that impressed with it. The the finish used the idea, and it was a good one. Now, I really think that's all I want to cover in this particular video. There'll be more. Maybe one on reloading. You guys let me know what you want to see. Besides me drinking iced coffee. I have Lyman Press here. I have several books on gunsmithing. I was trained a gunsmith on the 1911. I don't want to do any 1911 videos, though. I'd like to concentrate on the Mosin for the time being. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it. Just y'all let me know. Let me know what you want to see. And again, this is Josh Smith from Smith Sites. I want to thank all my customers. I want to thank the viewers here. And I will talk to you later. Send me emails, comments, whatever. Have a good one.